everybody, Rita here with GmaReezScrapShack. Happy 4th of July. Here's what I have sitting on my desk. I made this vintage paper doll journal for a very special friend who's been following my channel, and she always has the sweetest things to say to me. And a year ago I told her I would make her a vintage paper doll journal, and so I finally did it. I was a little behind. Dawn, I hope you love it. I made this with a lot of love, and with all this free time in my craft room, you know, with all this time at home away from everybody, this is what I created. I hope you like it. It's very grungy. I did a lot of, you know, free-handed artwork and painting and stamping and sewing and coffee-stained paper. This is a really cute idea I came up with, and I'll share it when I get to the end. It's taking one sheet of paper that Paula shared with us, and what I did is I wanted to do it throughout this book. So what I did was I tore it into pieces, and I knew I had 3 signatures, so you know, the page was too big, so that's why I divided it, and then I put it throughout this book. And I really like this idea, and I know I'll do it again. This is avocado dyed paper here, and this is just coffee stained index cards with some washi, and that's in that pocket. And, you know, some cute little envelopes that I made and put on here. This was a new digital I got, and it's just of embroidery, and oh my gosh, when I fussy cut it out, I love that so much. I think it's in here a couple of times actually. Some more avocado dyed paper with the doilies on them. This was another one that was a digital that was too big, so I cut it up and I just put it on the edges of the paper. I really like that idea. This is using Elsie Bell's bookshelf. Can't remember the name of the digital, but I will definitely enclose it in the bottom because I made a lot of tags and a lot of this. It's wildflowers. That's what it's called. You belong among the wildflowers. Oh, I just love it. I think it's beautiful. You know, you always use the crochet cotton to tie in my signatures and put the little brass bells on there because I love the little tiny sound it makes. And I also used some Raggedy Ann and Andy digitals from Sue's shop, and I will make sure I link her as well. Inside the envelopes from Elsie Bell's, I used some children's what are they called? Poems. Some out of a book that I have that's called Poetry Every Child Should Know, or something like that. And yeah, so, and I wanted to use them in here, so what I did is I did that. This is just a paint chip that I wanted to make this little tiny piece of fabric into a pocket, so that's for all her journaling needs. I made 2 of those. This one I put God is love and the verse on the back, Bible verse, or where to find it, I mean, in the Bible. There's another piece of that digital from Paulette. I loved these poppies, and I recently got a bunch of them, like I think it was from Hobby Lobby when they were on sale, maybe Joann's, I can't remember, but anyway, each one of these little envelopes pop open, and it has a little place for journaling. I love adding tiny spaces for people to have to look inside and find something special, you know. So I like doing these. This is a bingo card, and it's got that little bird, and up here was its nest with the eggs in it. This opens up, and I got this idea right here from Michelle Mulligan. She made me a book a long time ago with some binder paper that made these pockets that overlap like that, and oh, Michelle, you know I had to scrap lift that one, girl, because I love it. Just an index card that's been coffee stained, and here's another little piece of one, and those are in there just for all of Dawn's journaling needs. Dawn, I tried to leave spaces in here for you to put pictures. You know, there's lots of open spaces. Here's this little lady that's talking to the bird. It's all that one part of the paper that I used. This was a cute little saying that I got from Debbie. She wanted it in her last book that I made for her, and I thought, I love it, so I made a tag out of it, and it goes right in here in this little, this is also Elsie Bells. It's Juicy Fruit. I think that's what it's called, or Juicy Fruits or something like that. And then my sweet friend Carrie sent me a patch, and I had to put it in here. I think it's adorable. There's that little embroidery again. So cute. Here's the first paper doll is, these are Edwardian girls. Edwardian something. Edwardian ladies? I'm not sure what they're called. But Edwardian paper dolls, I think. And then I'll put the link to these as well. And I used magnets to hold her clothes. Made her a little a wardrobe. The drawers, you know, barely tip open, and all the hats are down here, and all the dresses are in here. And each dress has the little tabs on them, but I fold them under, and they have a little magnet, so they'll stick to the doll. And I put those on every single wardrobe. All the dresses. Not sure where that goes, but I had so much fun making this. On the little tags, I put faith, hope, and love. And on the back side, it has a description of Dawn, because this book is for Dawn. So this one says Dawn. And on the second one, I believe it says doll. And on the third one, I think it said doll house. So yeah, those are super cute. Another little piece of that one digital that Paulette gave us. It's throughout the book, so it may not make sense in some sense, but here's the second flower. I wanted that poppy in there, so I put it on a tag on the second one. And then these are all avocado dyed paper. Here's a little girl playing with her doll, and there's another one of Elsie Bell's tags that goes with that kit of the wild flowers. The beautiful paper, I mean, it's just so pretty. There's another piece of that one paper. This was out of another book that I have of children's poetry, but this is another one of Sue Olson's Raggedy Ann doll digitals. You know me, I love Raggedy Ann dolls. More of that wildflowers. Here's the second paper doll. And a little wardrobe. And all her dresses. Same thing, they all, sorry, got interrupted. They all have the little magnets inside, but they also have the tabs in case you want to, you know, put them around the doll. And the magnets hold all the dresses in here, and her little hats are in these little pockets right here for the drawers. She's not staying right there, I don't know why. Real grungy, I love to make things grungy. I sewed lots of cotton trim. Or 3 pieces, actually. I think there's only 3 pieces in here. I don't know why I said lots. Lots of room for her to journal. Here's another one of the pocket pages. It has another index card in there. And I just did some stamping here. These are just some Tim Holtz, I forget what that little package is called, but I think it's just ephemera. I did a little bit of stamping. The butterflies, and yeah, this butterfly and this pretty flowery lacy stuff and this flower here all came from the garage sale that April from Pink Odd Bird and I went to. It wasn't really a garage sale. It was one of my sweet daughter-in-law's mother told me about a girl she knew that was selling some craft stuff. So I called April, and we went over there one morning and went through all of her bins that she had in her garage, and she was selling stuff so cheap. If you guys want to check out her sale, I'm sure she still has tons of it. I told her I would advertise for her, and her name is Amanda Alamillo on Facebook. So if you can search for her, she'll send you whatever you're in need of. And I'm telling you, I got a huge box, and I paid like $40, but I got so much stuff. I was so happy that I wanted to share, and I sent out a few happy mails. So if you get some flowers and butterflies, you'll know where they came from. The lady was selling them so cheap, and we were so grateful to be a part of it. And thank you, Jeannie, because, yeah, we went there and we had a good time. We kept our masks on, and we didn't stay that long. And she was, I think she's a nurse, so, you know, everything was really clean, and we didn't stay long anyway, so we had a good time. Thanks for going with me, April. It was fun. I got lots of goodies, and I've already used some of them, so yeah, it's cool. The last one is a little, I just made her half the size, so she looks like a little girl, and I made her little wardrobe closet a little bit shorter, just to hold all of her dresses, and they all have magnets as well, and they just click to it, and then she has a magnet, and there's a magnet behind this page, so it holds her in place so she doesn't fall out of the book. Yeah, I had so much fun making this. I really kind of grunged it up and went a little overboard, but hopefully Dawn will love it. I love it. I'm sure she'll love it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope everybody has a safe 4th of July, and just be safe.